Hey everyone out there in TikTok land, this is the final update of the ICM 148 scale Spitfire Mk and this one was the beer delivery vehicle. As you can see, the beer kegs underneath. Right after D-Day, this Spitfire delivered some beer, much needed beer, to the troops on the front lines near Normandy. So this has been a really great kit. ICM, as I've mentioned several times, is a company from Ukraine, and I built this aircraft specifically to honor those that are struggling to be free in Ukraine. So I used Tamiya paint and did my own seat belts. That was the only scratch build part, aftermarket, if you will. I guess not really aftermarket, but scratch build that I did. Oh, and then of course I added the little aerial. But it was a great little kit. Had a lot of fun putting it together. Didn't have too many fit issues other than the ones that I caused myself. And but it turned out really well. Not sure what I'm going to do next for my next build. I have one more ICM kit left. It happens to be a Messerschmitt BF-109, and I may do it next. I don't know. I have a midway build, group build coming up in April, so I don't want to get too tied up in another kit before I start the midway build. The midway build is going to be an old monogram TBD Devastator torpedo bomber. So that should be interesting. It should be a challenge in and of itself. But, you know, old kits don't necessarily mean bad kits. So it'll be fun to take that kit and make something great out of it. I did minimal weathering on this unit, on this particular aircraft. There's some chipping that I did with aluminum, and there is some weathering that I did, but for the most part I kept it at a minimum. But anyway, great kit. I highly recommend ICM kits. I hope the best for the people at ICM. I pray that this war will be over soon and that they'll continue to be free to make kits that we all love.